Alright, I got a 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz. We're going to replace the rear wheel bearing on it. I've already got the tire and wheel off. If you're working on your car, I'm sure you know how to do that. So anyway, let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to unplug it right here. I've already loosened the bolts up on this before I decided to make this video, so everything I'm going to do, I can do with my hands up to a certain point. So y'all just bear with me. So after you unplug this, you're going to remove these two bolts right here. Got one at the top, one at the bottom. It's 15 millimeter. And pull those out. You're going to wiggle your brake caliper out of the way. And on this particular car, you don't have to worry about the electronic parking brake to do this. You may have to fight it a little bit to get your caliper back on. Just make sure nobody mashes the brake pedal or anything like that while you're in the process of doing it. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to remove this bolt here and one at the bottom, just like it. And it's a 17 millimeter. Like I said, I've already disassembled this for the most part. Everything's pretty much hand tight. So that's why I'm not using any wrenches. Just kind of speeds up the process and doesn't leave out any important parts. All right, we got that out of the way. Now we got to remove the rotor. So we'll move the front side of that. You're going to come to the front side of your rotor. You're going to find these two Phillips screws. Again, I've already got these loose. Just for the sake of the video, speeds things up a little bit. So we're going to remove those. So once you get them screws out, you're going to take your rotor off. Set it down here out of the way. And then you got 4 bolts behind here you got to get to. All right, once you get in here, you got to unplug your wheel sensor for your ABS, which is right here. And it's a little aggravating to get off there, so I'm going to pause the video while I wrestle with that thing to get it off. All right, I went and got me a pick. Reached right in there and unclipped that to get it loose. If you ain't got any picks, I suggest you grab you some. They come in handy for them connectors. All right, in order to get them hex bolts out, you're gonna need or not hex bolts, they're Torx bolts. You're gonna need a T60 to get in there. And of course, you'll need a ratchet extension or a impact. Like I said, T60 to get them out. Tried to. Luckily, you don't have to remove the strut off the back, but it did take a little elbow grease to get them broke loose. All right, we got her unbolted. I'm gonna pull that baby out of the way. We're gonna grab our new one. Set it in place. Just like so. And now we're just going to do everything in reverse. If you took it apart, you ought to be able to figure out how to put it back together. But that's it. So you're going to need just 17 millimeter, a 15 millimeter, and a T60 Torx head. And get yourself a pick so that you can get that connector loose on that wheel sensor. That's it. That's all I got, y'all. Y'all have fun.